Hey, Chef Andres at home. Today, sous vide made easy. Sous vide is a French term for under vacuum. It's a cooking method where food is sealed in a bag and cooked in a water bath that is held at a precise temperature. Before we even dive into the technique of how to cook sous vide, let me tell you why it's worth it. Sous vide can give you restaurant quality results at home, making proteins incredibly tender, juicy, and allowing flavors to infuse deeply. It's also amazingly efficient at meal prepping, cooking in bulk and store for when you don't have time to cook and want something that it's perfectly done and still holding all its nutritional values. Just a quick example on how meal prepping with sous vide can make your life a lot easier and have a product that is beautiful. Grab 4 or 5 pieces of chicken breast, put it in a bag with a little olive oil, herbs, and garlic and seasoning. Sous vide 140 degrees for 45 minutes, chill it, and then you can do a bunch of different things. One, you can pan sear it, leave it nice and crispy for about 5 minutes or 4 minutes, and it's perfectly juicy and delicious. You can also use this juicy chicken breast for making chicken salads, for lunch, sandwich. You know me, sandwich, my thing. Another attribute that I love about sous vide is that you can repeat the results you get in a consistent basis. The immersion circulator. This is the one piece of equipment that you'll definitely need for sous vide. This one in particular has a dial right here where we can just change the set temperature. We can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Cooking Fahrenheit today. The circulator allows us to keep the water temperature in this spot, and that is the second piece of equipment you'll need, at a constant temperature of plus and minus 1 Fahrenheit, which is pretty damn awesome. The next piece to this is going to be a vacuum sealing machine and some vacuum bags, or like I'm going to show you today, like the title of the video says, sous vide made easy. We're going to use a quality Ziplock bag and a method that I'm going to show you shortly. And lastly, an important finishing tool, which is a quality saute pan, a cast iron pan, or a hot grill to sear your meat. Without any further wait, let's get cooking. To show you some of the sous vide techniques today, we're going to make this wonderful pork loin. Let's get this guy seasoned right here. I need this seasoning. Ooh, it's like lemon chili. I will leave the recipe on the description of the video for you to make it. This one, oh. Hell yeah. Awesome. Rub this one really generously. Oh. Press it against it. Get it nice and properly seasoned, a nice crust with it. It smells citrusy and the chili. Oh man. This is how you want to get your pork tenderloin, nicely coated with this. I love using oils or fats to put inside the bags with the protein for sous vide. It helps carry flavor and keep them moist and also tender. I'm going to be using this render beef fat today, which I have steeped it in rosemary, garlic, and thyme. This is like gold. Look at this thing. Ooh. Oh, and it smells wonderful. All that garlic. Ooh. Yes, and herbs. Let's put this pork tenderloin inside the Ziplock bag. Look at that. Now some of this rendered beef fat. Going for 2 or 3 generous tablespoons. Finally in the bag, some rosemary and fresh thyme. Look at that. That is your sous vide bag for the day. For today's pork tenderloin, I have chosen the temperature of 140 Fahrenheit, and we're going to cook it for 1 hour before we pull it out of the bag and give it a nice toasty sear to get that wonderful Maillard reaction. Caramelize all the sugars and make it tastier. In order to remove all the air out of the Ziplock bag, we'll use the water displacement method. Aid it with a spoon, start submerging the bag in the water bath. As you're doing this, the air is going to start escaping. Once the product in the bag does not float anymore, the air has been fully removed. To accompany our pork tenderloin so it doesn't feel lonely in the plate, we're going to make these quick sauté veggies. I have carrots, some potatoes, these wonderful sweet yellow peppers, and some shallots confit. Get a pan over high heat. Now I'm using some of that rendered beef fat. However, you can use olive oil or any oil that you'd like. Throw in the potatoes, the carrots. We're going to get them nicely caramelized. The yellow peppers, these ones in particular are extremely sweet. Now time for those shallots confit. By the way, I did confit those shallots in that rendered beef fat as well. Now rosemary. Toss it a few times, get them nicely caramelized, like we said, some salt, and that's about it. If you like the content down here, smash the like and subscribe button so we can grow the channel and get to more people like you. And also, don't forget to smash that bell so you do not miss any of my videos. So our pork tenderloin has been cooking for 1 full hour. Time to get it out of the water bath. Let it rest for a few minutes and then give it a nice sear. Can't wait to try this one. It's going to make a wonderful, delicious, and nutritious lunch. First, we want to turn off the circulator. Look at this one, high-tech stuff. And get that out of the water. Look at that. It's been sitting in that rendered beef fat. And let's open this thing, take a whiff. Yeah, smells good. Before searing that pork tenderloin, go ahead and remove it from the bag, and we're going to allow it to rest for a couple minutes. You may strain this oil, chill it, and reuse it on later preparations. What's going to happen, the more that you use it, the more flavorful it will become. Sort of like a sourdough starter. Time to get a pan sizzling hot. Since I have it available, I'm using some more of that rendered beef fat. Well, the idea is to sear this pork loin very fast and very hot. It's already practically cooked, so this whole process should take just 2 or 3 minutes tops. I tossed in a few sprigs of thyme and a few tablespoons of the fat that we used to sous vide the pork tenderloin, so we can baste it and get even more caramelization on that porky. Look at that, just like David. It's good. And that's about it. That pork tenderloin is cooked to perfection. Time to put this lunch together. The sous vide pork came out wonderful. Here we have the veggies. Look at those. Have the crunchy pieces of this thyme that I use for basting the pork tenderloin. I'm gonna add on top of the veggies. Fresh thyme adds a little bit of earthiness to the flavor of these veggies. It's gonna be moment of truth. Slice the pork tenderloin. Gonna do some nice thick slices. This is extremely juicy and tender. Look at that. Just take a look at that piece of piggy. Another great advantage of sous vide is the shrinkage is minimal. So you don't lose that much product and you get to eat it rather than just shrinking on a pan because it's cooked too hot or in an oven. Sous vide for a lot of different things is the way to go. Ooh. Perfectly seasoned. All right. Place it on the plate. And here it is, pork tenderloin that is irresistibly good and perfectly cooked with their sous vide method made easy. And now, important tips by yours truly, Chef Andres. When it comes to sous vide cooking, time and temperature matters. Every ingredient has an ideal cooking temperature and time depending on the end result that you're looking for. And I'm going to give you a few of my favorite ones. For a nice steak that is medium rare, 100 Fahrenheit for 45 minutes, and then a quick sear, medium rare, perfect. Can't beat it. For a perfect egg that you can use for eggs Benedict, that the egg yolk is nice and runny and the egg white is congealed, 145.4 Fahrenheit or 63 Celsius for 45 minutes. The absolute perfect soft poached egg. Sous vide cooking method excels at making tough cuts of meat fork tender. So grab a slab of short rib, season it, sear it, put it in a bag, put some beef stock in it, some aromatics, 48 hours, 140 Fahrenheit. Still will be pink, but it will be so tender it will fall apart when you put the pork on top, and it's freaking delicious. One that we discussed before, because it cannot be understated, is how to cook chicken breast sous vide. 1 hour, 140 Fahrenheit, chill it, make chicken salad, or sear it, grill it, however you want. And the secrets of a juicy chicken breast are revealed. A lot of people just don't eat chicken breast because it's normally dry. And that, not very good. Now you learn a few temperatures to cook different proteins with the sous vide cooking method. Keep experimenting. The time to try this pork tenderloin is imminent. So hungry, man. Yeah, let's just dig in. See there? Special guest? That's our rescue Pancho. I'm sure as soon as I start eating, he's gonna stand up and come by and visit. That's it. By the way, this pork is still pink inside. I would say medium. It's super juicy, extremely tender. Let's see. You have to try that seasoning too. It's a killer. Wow. So good. It's melting in your mouth, tender. Very moist. Wow. The searing, it's got a wonderful crust. You see? Hey, big dog, you want to try a little bit? See? Lick it. Yeah, deep roots. Now Panchito, he's guarding me and the food. He's a wonderful dog. Wow. And the veggies. Again, super simple. A little potato, this shallot confit. So good. Wow. This tenderloin by far is one of the most delicious pork tenderloins I've ever tasted. He knows it. Come on. Panchito, if you make this tenderloin for your family and your friends, they are going to be blown away by the flavor, the tenderness, the juiciness of it. You should definitely make this. Right, Pancho? Hell yeah.